Well, hello there. Just your average Pokemon collector, YouTuber. I don't know what to say anymore, honestly. Pokemon's wild. Pokemon's wild. I mean, that's what everyone's been saying. I mean, every single person. If you're on social media at all, Pokemon's everywhere. I don't know if the algorithm or what has finally tuned into me. I mean, I've been loving Pokemon since it's been born. Been out of the hobby here and there, but what? Who cares? I mean, for some reason, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, what else is there? Oh, Twitter, X, all of that. They honed in, and they've been just throwing Pokemon at me. And I was thinking, did they hone in? Which they probably did, because they found all my credit cards and information, and it's like, hey, this guy, this is all he buys, is Pokemon. We got to send it to him. Or did more people start making content? Which is cool. I mean, like, that's cool, because then I learn things too. Like, there's tons of stuff that I see. I'm like, oh, I had no idea. I didn't even know about, someone left a comment on my channel, though. I mean, congratulations to me, I guess, people leaving comments, but the Charizard. I had no idea that this held a card. And now, is it supposed to? I'm still not 100%. What we got here? We got a Jolteon? Yeah, we got Jolteon. I don't know why he would be holding, maybe that's Charizard's favorite card, Jolteon. But he holds a card. Like, that's really cool. Like, you learn new things by other people in the, dare I say it, community. But I don't know. My brain's probably going to be all over the place on this video. But I just kept getting videos. Today alone, big YouTubers talking about how bad it is in the hobby. For Pokemon cards, that is. Pokemon cards. If you're just about the video games or anything like that, you can download it digitally. You don't have to worry about any of that. You can play Pokemon Pocket, I guess, on our end. Or TCG Live. Is that what it's called now? Go Live? I always say it wrong. Those are digital. But if you want the physical cards, it is really hard. Really hard. And right now, I actually was, I worked a little bit earlier. I was having kind of a day, and I'm thinking, let me get my brain right. Let me sort out some cards, because that's what I like to do. Sort out my cards, plus they are getting wild everywhere. They are all over the place, especially after Christmas. There's things going on. But yeah, so I like to, clear my head, maybe sort some cards, get stuff organized, and that makes me feel better, But for a lot of people, they can't find cards, and maybe they used to like that, and they haven't had cards in a while to sort, and they're like, well, I'll go get some. I'll go buy some cards. I want to go look at them, see different Pokemon that are in. Maybe they didn't even mess with Scarlet and Violet at all, didn't play any of the games, don't know any of the new Pokemon, like, who we got here? Let me see. Lechonk? Oh my god, he's so cute. He is so freaking cute. All right, Lechonk. But where am I going with this? Maybe I just wanted to make a video to talk about Lechonk. Sorry, Squirtle. Yeah, it's just hard to get Pokemon cards. And the problem is, we have a specialty set coming out on Friday. Some people might find it today. Some people got it early, started selling it on whatnot, and people were mad about that too. I mean, it's crazy. It's just because a lot of people don't know. It's still weird to me, I guess, because I still feel like it's the same, but I'm getting older and there's new people in this hobby, obviously. They think, oh, $20 a booster pack is the norm. No, $20 is for a booster pack that's really sought after, that was maybe, I don't know, 10 years ago or something like that. And you're like, oh, I wanted to open up one of those. Maybe I can get one of the hits. For a brand new set, $20 a booster pack is not the norm. It's not Magic, where they have collector boosters and all sorts of stuff where you're guaranteed to get a bunch of rare and flashy cards. Pokemon is still, the same. You might get your holo rare now guaranteed, but you're not guaranteed anything else. So $20 a booster pack is pretty rough, especially if you watch a couple videos for this new set. Yeah. That big YouTuber I was talking about, nothing against him. I mean, nothing against him. It just, I kept seeing the algorithm tell me about the downfall of Pokemon, basically. And all of us who are making content or have been in the hobby, they do feel that way. Um, but it's gonna recalibrate. Like it just got to, because Pokemon is a business. They want to make money, and if it's this high of demand, they're going to have more of the same product. They're not going to stop print runs for a certain thing sooner than later. So maybe you can't get it at release day on Friday. You can't get that special EV set, which sucks. Like, I'm not saying that it's like, oh, okay, well, just wait. Like, it sucks. It does, because it's new, and you want to get it, and like, you feel, if you do see it and you have a $20 left or $40 left, and you're like, oh, I could, maybe I should save this. No, you're like, oh, I should buy it now because I'll never see it again. Like, that's stupid. Like, you shouldn't do that on a new product, but that's just how we live right now. And yeah, it is just Pokemon cards, and yeah, it's like, who cares? But like, people like me and you, like, we care. We do care. It's cool when a card of ours does go up. Like, I like when cards go up, and cards have to go down. There has to be a high demand and a low demand for certain things. But like, still, at the end of the day, just to get brand new product, it does suck. It really does. I don't know if I went too far off the deep end, but I just was thinking about a lot of stuff, and I was thinking about, so people talk about investors a lot. People talk about the breakers. People talk about, people just jumping in and out of the hobby, like flippers, whatever. Really, whatever you want to say. I think everybody has their place, honestly, weirdly enough. They really do have their place, because you got to think, some investors who might not just like Pokemon, they're like, oh, hey, this is a good investment, and I don't know, Magic. They might come to love Pokemon and be happy that they have it and they're able to share it with other people. Yeah, their stuff goes up and everyone's like, oh, well, they're just keeping it sealed. Well, that also made me think of something too. We'll get back to that in a second. But then you think about like flippers too. Oh, hey, I don't like Pokemon, but this is going up $20 and I love sports, so I'm gonna get into this and buy it. Well, maybe a few of those people out there actually did feel that way, and then somehow they got into Pokemon and they're like, you know what, I really like this. Like, okay, maybe I sold a couple of them, whatever it was, but now, like, oh, I like Pokemon. And then there's going to be plenty more of them not to ever care about Pokemon again unless it goes up in price. But to me, I just think everybody has their place. I really do. Like, even the breakers, I'm weird about that. Like, old product, I get. Like, old vintage product, like, I get, because like, you can't go, it's just none of it around, even though they printed a lot of that. Like, some people got to realize that too. That's why you can still get unlimited Charizards and Blastoise from the base set. They're a high price, but not a high price as you would think. Not an Umbreon or anything like that. Now, first edition's a whole nother story. That's just a whole nother story. But, yeah, where was it? I always do this because my brain's like 80 miles per hour. Yeah, it's just like these people, like people love Pokemon. Money shows. It's the highest IP. Everyone tries to challenge that, but it is. It beats y'all. It beats everybody. Nintendo, Pokemon Company, all three companies that own Pokemon, they know what they're doing, even though it sometimes doesn't seem like it. It's like right now you're like, whoa, why wouldn't you guys want to have more product on the shelf? And they do. But then there's also conspiracies that they purposely kind of started this, like, oh, hey, like, we could print more, but we're not. I just think it's just such a combination of everything. And I think everyone is welcome in the hobby, in the community. I just don't know. I don't like that word, really, community. I don't know. It sounds fake to me, but I mean, there is realness in it. There is a community. There's people who like Pokemon. I can go out and about. I'm wearing a Pokemon hat, or just, I don't know, going to go buy a pack of cards, and I see somebody. I feel freely, if I see them right next to the cards, to talk to them about Pokemon. And then like, oh, hey, I might not know them. I might never see them again. But we shared that moment talking about Pokemon. And generally, it's a positive experience. Except for that one time at GameStop. That was really weird. But anyways, yeah, Pokemon is wonderful. But I don't think there's a downfall to Pokemon, truly. I don't think there is. I think right now, all I care about personally, and my personal thing, like, when I see people out there like, oh, everything's going up, and don't be mad at investors because I'm investing, da 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 da. And it's like, Okay, I'm not mad at investors because I think they have their place, but I do feel bad for people buying a $150 ETB that is $50 normally, and it just came out. And to me, just if I can think about the past, if I could think about, just common sense, it's brand spanking new. Pokemon wants to make money. This is a hot item. They're going to print more of it. Maybe not today. Maybe they'll keep this in rotation an extra whole year than normal that they do. And if the demand doesn't go down, guess what? They're going to keep on doing it. The problem is the hype of the first release wave, where a lot of people want to get it. They can't get a booster box to the people who can get it. That might only buy a booster box. So like, well, I got to buy multiple of these to even have a chance to buying it, or a chance of getting some of the cards, which is horrible hit rates, it seems. Horrible. So you're not going to get anything fun necessarily. And you have to spend $150 in ETB. See, that's the stuff I don't like, because new people coming in, they're like, oh, I want an Umbreon. Oh, I want an Umbreon that could go up to $3,000 or whatever. And I don't even talk about the crazy stuff that happened on eBay where the new Sunbreon went up to freaking $18,000. And everyone knows. You see that right off the bat. Everybody knows. No one's actually paying $18,000. No one at all. It's just not going to happen. That account is not going to pay. No one's going to pay $18,000 for it. There's just no way. There's just no way anything close. Even with this hype and you can't find it, there's just no way that anyone's going to do that. It is crazy. It's crazy. Unless they literally have billions of dollars and they're like, you know what, I really want this card ASAP. And the person, I think, didn't even have the physical card. It was just on a hope and prayer that they get it because it's a pre-order for it. It was crazy. It was crazy. I didn't even give it any time. The Surging Sparks thing was fun to do at first because of the Pikachu going up, because it was fun to report on it, that is, because it was like, whoa, where did all this hype come from? Out of nowhere. And that was before Pocket. And now Pocket's out, and I know a lot of my friends are like, oh yeah, I want some Pokemon cards. Maybe they're not going to go crazy in the hobby and get every set or even whatever, but they're like, oh, I want to open up a couple packs. I want to have a couple special cards. I'm going to look them up. And for those people, they can't find anything. They can't even find a random overpriced $6 packet sheets. Sorry, sheets, but I never understood that either, having your things like $7, like when packs should be at under $5. Even then, for a big guy, let alone $20 for a random seller on eBay. But people, if they want it, they want to spend their money, they're going to do it. I mean, we see it. That's what's happening. And the only thing you could do is just wait it out. It sucks. You see it. Don't try to punch somebody in the face to get it. But if you see it and you're out there, hey, I want to get something, open it up, go for it. Who cares? The hit rates are horrible. If you want to get it and you have the money for it, go for it. But it does suck that you feel like you have to get it ASAP and you can't wait at all. You can't wait a second, literally. You can go to that store, go to another store, come back. It is gone. And it could have been hundreds of products there. Could have been hundreds of packs. So it does suck. I'm kind of like going off. I don't even know what I want to do with this video, if I want to edit it at all or just throw it up. But I just kept getting it popping up as I was sorting through my cards. And I was thinking, I don't know. Just kind of wanted to get it out. Like, dude, Pokemon is going to be fine. It's going to go down again. It's going to be okay. It sucks for new players. It really does suck for new players, new collectors who haven't been a part of this before, who are like, oh, this is the normal. I gotta hurry up and buy it now. Put it on a credit card, do all this stuff to get it ASAP, or I'm never going to get it. And that just shouldn't be that way. Pokemon, what can they do? They need to print more. They need to announce it. And that's why I was kind of happy. I mean, I was happy, not kind of happy that they announced, hey, we're releasing Prismatic Evolutions all year. We're going to have staggered releases of different products. The only thing that I think this honestly could have really helped is if they had a product come out now that had more packs in it. Had a booster box. I mean, they don't do that for specialty sets, but maybe have an ETB that is a special one that has more packs, as in like a collector's thing. Like, oh, this is the Eevee collector thing, but then that falls in a whole other mess of where people just buy that and then resell that. That's why, like, a special booster bundle, like, yeah, I mean, what could they have done? Have another ETB that is the same ETB, but this one has more packs, so you're not getting a special promo card, so it doesn't, like, really raise it. You just get more packs. But then again, that's what they're kind of doing with, which I didn't really touch on that, kind of doing with the new booster box. They have, for the next mainline set, they have a box topper in it. They've done it before. Magic does it all the time. And the reason why I was thinking they were doing it is so more people open up booster boxes, you know. But I can only go for so far because people might not want the promo after a while, and you're guaranteed that promo. So it's like, oh, okay, I know what I'm going to get. I don't know. But yeah, Pokemon, maybe they just need to print more. I don't know. I'm really rambling here. It's like a 16-minute video. I kind of just wanted to, you know, kind of start a discourse in reality about it. And hopefully people comment below. Let me know what your thoughts and your opinions are. But I generally think there's a space for everybody. Really? Like, there's, like, I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not mad at the people, like, just posting videos kind of like this. They're like, oh, them damn flippers. Oh, them stupid investors. Oh, I'm waving my hands and, oh, whatever. I mean, it just is what it is until it isn't. The prices will be high until it isn't. And they won't be high forever. They won't. And if you want something, wait. If you really want Evolving Skies, maybe you're not going to get that. But will you get Prismatic Evolutions? If you wait a little bit, yes, you will. What cards you get, I can't control that. You can buy singles, but I wouldn't buy them at these prices. I truly want. Not anything new. Not anything new, honestly. Because Pokemon will be printing. It's going to get crazier, and people are going to be wanting to get rid of certain items to get these items. So if this is something new right now that you want, I would get. But the Team Rocket stuff, that's going to get crazy. The 151 stuff is going to get crazy. And the only thing is to really do is to tell Pokemon, send them an email. It's on their website. Be like, hey, can you print more stuff? More modern stuff? Like, it's not that hard to ask. Like, hey, I'm a consumer. I want to buy it. I don't want to be crazy about it. I want to get it. I want to go to my local game store, who also, if a lot of people don't know, if you're still in this video 17 minutes in, a lot of people don't understand. When things go up, it goes up for them too. Like, legitly. Like, it's not everybody's a bad actor. They're like, well, the Surging Sparks booster box is $240 a box. Well, distributors are charging them $200 a box, $220 a box. And they're like, well, if you want some, you can get a case at that price. Like, I mean, it just, when it goes up everywhere. And the only way to stop that is stop buying it at high prices and just wait it out. When it's new, they'll print more. There's a demand. There is a demand. It's hard to do. I could keep going on and on. It's almost a 20-minute video. Guys, I appreciate you. If you really have any comments or anything like that, let me know down below. I'd love to hear from you guys, because Pokemon's wild. It's definitely not dead. Definitely not dead. And right now it seems to suck, but it will fix itself. It will fix itself. Pokemon has to print more, though, and people just need to enjoy it to what they can. Maybe sort your old cards. I mean, it sucks if you have none, because you should be able to go at least to go buy a pack. Surging Sparks, I should be able to go buy a pack today. Just one pack. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. I don't know. But I appreciate everybody here. And I don't know, be kind to each other. Have a good day. Peace.